Alright, Khan, Hakims, this is your brother Banawar. Come back with another video. Through the spirit and proverb about Shai. First and foremost, before we get into anything, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahawah, by Shai. Double honors to those and apostles of the great millstone, who roll that time in His truth, and a sincere salutation unto the brethren pushing His word. Truth and sincerity is in life, we need to do so. Alright, the brother Banawar, come back with another one. Today, man, we'll be going into the topic of social score. Just touching upon the topic again. Of course, we touched upon it in the past, but the truth is always rehearsed, man. It's always repeated and rehearsed, man. Okay, so today, I'm just gonna be going into an article breaking down the social credit system. All right, which we already have, to an extent. Your credit score is essentially your social score. Okay, what do I mean by that? Is that was the tipping point, basically, to start off the kickoff point for basically the social score. All right, it was the kickoff point for the social score. All right, and the way you got to look at it is where you rank in society. Okay, now, as society goes on, man, we ultimately know through prophecy and watching these watching the news and everything. A lot of things gonna be phased out, man. You're gonna have a lot of people phased out of the system. Okay, a good show to watch is Black Mirror. Okay, and I believe they're coming out with another season. Okay, which has a spirit, man. All right, they stopped at 3 seasons, and I believe they stopped for like 3 years or so. And then after that, they announced recently that they're gonna come out with another season. So definitely check that out. That goes into multiple things. It goes into the Karagma, MOTB, transhumanism. It goes to all of it, man. And it's through the spirit. The show is straight up and up front. All right, brother should definitely start watching more shows, movies. Okay, definitely will help you get into the spirit. Okay, so without further ado, I'm just gonna start reading this article, and I just got two scriptures, and we'll wrap it up from there. All right. So, of course, before I even open this, I actually want to show you who invented the social score. All right. The social score was invented by China. Okay. This is actually their system. Okay, and soon enough we will have 6G, and I did a whole video breakdown on 6G. 6G is the next phase where the human becomes what's the word I'm looking for? I believe it's the smartphone. Okay, all right. And then I was reading, this was about 2 days ago, about how Korea has set up a new system that's able to charge your phone wirelessly. Okay, like in a room, your phone will just automatically charge. Okay, so we're moving more and more into that digital system, man. Okay, through all aspects. Okay, you have a lot of countries switching currencies to digital. A lot of these countries are probably going to go to cryptocurrency, and then from there to the MOTB, because that will definitely pave the way. Okay, but anyways, man, it says the social score system. The social score system is an extension of a risk assessment credit rating systems. Okay, so rating. Okay, now if I'm not mistaken, you're not allowed to rate people on social platforms. On a lot of social platforms, if you read the terms and agreements, you're actually not allowed to criticize or rate people. But yet Esau, okay, is rating you. He's rating your lifestyle, what you bring to society, how capable of you are of contributing to society. And if you don't contribute to society, he will ultimately destroy you. Okay. It says that were introduced in China in the 1980s. Okay, so there you go. Okay. The social score system is nothing new, man. Okay, and this ultimately was paved the way through the credit card system. Okay, right? You have these Edomites talking about how a lot of you aren't gonna own anything. Really and truly, a lot of you already rent. Okay, you don't own nothing, and if you own something, it's so minuscule, man. In owning something in society, even if you own a lot of things, there's people who own more things that you can overtake you, outrun you. Okay, outrun you as in overtake what you have, conquer you. Okay, and this is just the reality of Esau's setup, man. All right, it's a wicked setup. All right, it says the proponents argue that it will help eliminate problems such as food safety issues, intellectual property theft, violation and labor law, financial infidelity, and counterfeit goods. Okay, so they're talking about basically setting up a grid or a system. Okay, now let's get that word system real quick. Okay, let's get the word system real quick. Okay, so you guys have an understanding. The elders and apostles teach the brethren to go into word definitions. All right, very, very critical and very essential to lessons, man. All right, the word system. All right, this is the word system in online etymology. Okay, it says organized whole, a whole compound of parts. Okay, to place together, to organize a form in order. Okay, so there you go. Okay, it's a place of order. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with order, man. Okay, there's absolutely nothing wrong with order, but when you have a wicked order, then that's where you have a problem. Okay, that's where you have a problem. All right, this is Isaiah. Actually, matter of fact, I believe it's Isaiah chapter 5. I don't know if it's 5 and verse 8. Can't remember off the top of my head. Salakia. Okay, Isaiah chapter 4, verse 5, verse 8. It says, "Woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there is no place that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth." Okay, so you people that are going to be joined onto the system, you're ultimately going to have to take the charagma. A new thing that we didn't even know about Akims was the jabs. Okay, a lot of you people are going to have to start taking jabs. Okay, you're gonna have to start taking jabs. There's gonna be more. Esau's gonna start releasing more sicknesses. Okay, more pestilence on the people, and he's the cause and the order. Okay, cause and order is the person who causes the problem, and then the person who sets the order. Okay, so there you go, man. All right, you're gonna have a lot of people conforming to the system, pushing the system, promoting the system, the whole nine, man. All right. Now, this is the key takeaways of the social credit score system. This is the goal of China's social credit system. It's to provide a holistic assessment of individuals or companies' trustworthiness. Trustworthiness to who? The system. Okay? To the system. Okay? Doesn't the scriptures tell you in Revelations that the ones that would not worship the beast was laid in the streets? Okay, aka they were destroyed, they were killed. Okay, all right. So what if you're not conforming to the system? Okay, what did Biden recently do? He signed I believe he signed some Federal Reserve Note Rights Act, okay, over to the IRS, which means that very soon, if you don't transfer your funds through the IRS, aka your currencies, your assets, you can be seized of your possessions, man. Okay, pay attention to what's going on. Okay, there's a lot of things that are going on. All right. This is number two. The China social credit system, while still in development, is arguably an extension of existing social rankings, and that's why I told you to watch that show, The Black Mirror, because they literally talk about social credit score, and I'm always gonna repeat this over and over again. Okay, but in that show, okay, there was one particular episode, and the woman, she was very high. You know, she had a lot of followers on Instagram or whatever the hell it was, the social app in the show. Okay, she had a good job. She was living a good life, but she was very censored. She couldn't swear. She couldn't say anything bad. She couldn't speak out against anything. And the more you spoke out, any sort of truth, or you spoke your mind, basically out of, your own good, your own consciousness, man, your social ranking would drop. And the more it would drop, the more you'd be outcast from society. You may lose your job. Your pay may be suspended. You can't drive your car. And at one point, I'm a spoiler for you, man. At one point in the show, she ended up dropping so low that she had to fall out the grid. She couldn't pay her rent no more. Her social life, was basically blocked because the people in her life, was blocked. Okay, your social score system. That's what I was talking about. The 6G. The 6G is gonna be. You're gonna see a digital reality. Okay, virtual reality. That's how they come up with the metaverse and all that crap. Okay, but basically in the show, what happened was, as her social credit score continued to drop, she didn't have access to certain people. She couldn't even talk to them. They were literally blocked in her real life. She couldn't literally talk to them, man. And they would avoid her, you know, ignore her because her social credit score was so down. And if those people affiliated with her and try to be friends with her, their shit would drop too. So this is all Esau's way of trying to be God. Okay, you read the book of Obadiah. Okay, it says he desire, to be like the Most High. Okay, it says China. Oh no, we read that one. Let's just jump down to number 3. The consequences of poor social score, our credit score, could be serious. It may affect travel prospects. Now listen to this, man. This is what I was just describing to you in that show. Employment, access to finance, and ability to enter into contracts. Okay, starting businesses, applying for loans, going on basically financing or leasing stuff, because that's actually a pretty smarter way. Instead of going on a payment, like a monthly payment, if you can lease or finance, okay, you pay that payment for a year instead of you sitting on a contract like a mortgage or something. That's a more smarter way and devised way to live in society and build your wealth. You can't even do that now. So you clearly see what's going on here. All right, let's grab another scripture. This is Isaiah chapter 31 verse 1. Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on the horses, trust in chariots, because there are many." Okay, so you people that trust into Egypt, aka America, because America's modern day Egypt, modern day Babylon, okay, it's all going to fail. Okay, now remember this past week when I was preaching camp, okay, I mentioned through the Spirit that you people, these people do have faith. They have faith in the wrong things. Okay, the Lord gave them faith in the wrong things. Didn't the Lord say that I shall send you strong delusions? Yeah, you have faith, but you have faith in the wrong things. You have faith in vain things. You think money can save you. You think a gun can save you. You think you stockpiling food and trying to do it your way and not going to the Lord, cleaving to the Lord. You think that that's going to save you. You're in a delusional mind state. Okay. It says, because there are many, and in the horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel. They look not unto the Holy One of Israel. That's what we just said through the Spirit. Okay, you can have faith, but they don't have faith in the right things, man. Okay, and don't you notice that when all hell finally breaks loose, when death stares in the face, that's when they want to have faith in the Lord. That's when they want to call upon the Lord. Right there, you go. All right. It says, neither seek the Lord, right? You don't seek the Lord. Okay. Let's read number 4. Let's finish up 3 and 4, and then we'll just close out. It says, on the other hand, positive credit score can make a range of business transaction much easier, right? So the more you're, and this is also going to go into like free speech and all that, but the more you're complied and looked at good in society, okay, guess what? You're going to have it easier in society. Okay, and you already see that now. Okay, people are having harder times getting loans due to their credit system. Okay, a lot of these what is it called? These people that give you money and loans and all that, busy man. Even when you just go for a regular job, they're doing background checks. They literally go on your social media. What are you about? What are you doing? Because that's a form of a social life. Okay, man, this social score thing has already been a thing, man. Okay, these people, what do you think these people do? Criminal background checks. They don't just do criminal background checks. They go on your social medias. They pull up your criminal history, your credit history, how good you are, and everything, man. They doing background checks on your ass, man. Okay, they're literally doing full-on investigations on you, man. All right. Verse 4, it says, it is essential that a foreign business consolidating or establishing their presence in China seek professional advice for managing social score. This applies both to individual scores and corporate social credit score. And it's already happened. If you actually go into China's media, a lot of people, if they aren't politically correct, they're basically outcasts in society. They'll lose their job in an instant. You already see that in America too. you speak out against something, or you're against the agenda. You know what I mean by agenda, multiple agendas. Okay, you're not for their cause. You're deemed what is it called, man? An enemy. Okay, you're deemed an enemy, straight on, man. All right. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay, and that's ultimately what you're gonna have. You're gonna have more people. You're gonna have a lot of people conform to the society, but actually you're gonna have a lot of people against it as well. People rioting, people leaving the system, people trying to leave the country. It's gonna be all out hell, man. All right, so low willingness assessment was edifying. I believe I made the point. All right, again, another lesson on social credit score, or AK your credit score. All right, and this also ties into MOTB as well. All right, so with that, man, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to be on Heavenly Father, the Son, Yahawashi, and until next time, I'm gonna say shalom.